Youth Sounds was founded on this idea that young people should be authors of their stories, right? And we do that through video production, right? And Bump brought a completely different approach to that same idea. And what I really liked about Bump was right away, it was not about West Oakland. It was about Oakland. It was about the Bay Area. We had kids showing up in West Oakland and frankly against a lot of people's advice and making their way over there for the experience. And right away, everyone got close, real close, and it was amazing.
Bump it's been its own family. And I think that a lot of the artists who, especially the folks who I know from from my time in the program as a student, I consider that a whole community for myself and just a whole nother family.
It was, you know, a safe place. It was a place to get a snack. It was a place to kind of get some mentorship. It was a place to, you know, express yourself. And so that was the most important thing, I think, you know, for me. I think for them, they just liked being in the studio, right? So it was beneficial in a lot of different ways.
Bump gave me my start. Bump gave me my home in the booth. Bump allowed me to tap into who I was and who I am as a woman and an artist, and I know what I can do now because of Bump.
I'll probably say if I didn't find this program, I'll be doing something that's not so positive. You know what I'm saying? So this program actually helped me and kept me busy. You know what I'm saying? Because I had something to do. I had recordings or I was performing somewhere. So as long as I was busy with Bump, I wasn't on nobody's block doing something, you know, that I'm not supposed to be doing. So I'll say that's how it helped me. It's kind of sad, you know, no more Bump for me, but, you know, I always keep it close to my heart, though.
Bump restored my faith in music and what music can do in a lot of ways. When I came to McClymonds and back to Oakland after living in LA and working in the music industry, I was pretty disillusioned about the music industry in general and kind of didn't really want to be involved with music. When I realized the power that music could have or creativity in general could have in people's lives and lives of young people, that was really inspiring.
My favorite aspect of Bump is probably like how much it has gotten me outside of my comfort zone and how much there's just always something new to learn here.
What was my favorite aspect of Bump? Everything. I mean, just using art and music as a way to not just foster creativity, but foster critical thinking. Really get the youth to think a little bit deeper.
Patrick and Matthew hit it off, and then that's how Do That came in, and all the guys in the attic. And so it just seemed like there was enough of a community, the beginnings of a community. 10 years later, it's amazing. Like I think Bump's been a beautiful thing and really meaningful for folks who were part of it and for a lot of people who were exposed to it.
Any thank yous and people I would like to acknowledge. Everybody. ID.
Thank you to Ian.
Ian Davis, of course.
ID.
Ian, ID, you know, Mr. Bass God himself.
Do That.
I want to thank Do That.
Shout out to Do That, Ian, Kovu.
Chris Rundy.
Shout out to Matt, Pat, and Dat. Shout out to the entire inaugural Bump Records group.
Patrick, Matthew, Ken.
Ken Ikeda for believing in me as a young college graduate who didn't know anything. Matt Micheri for being really patient with me, being a partner in crime. Matt Price, Do That, Robin Ray McCullough, all like the original Youth Sounds Bump Records fan.
Matt, Pat, Do That, Ken Ikeda, Big Ken from the group home. You know, all the kids, you know, love you guys, even though you got on my last nerves.
Man, I want to thank a lot of people. Matt Micheri, Ken Ikeda, Patrick Long, Felice Archbold, Robert Collins, Davin Thompson, Chris Rundy, Naomi Kawamura, Mariah Jelinskis. Man, everybody. If I didn't say your name, just understand that I'm thanking you right now in spirit.